Good morning vlog. It is like 11:30. I usually don't start my weekend vlogs this late in the day, but I figured you do not need to see any more of me cleaning my house because that happens in every single weekend vlog. And I was just editing 2 vlogs, so I've been like hunched over the iPad since like 7:30. It's just boring. You do not need to see that. With that being said, I am like feeling the need for movement, like being hunched over like that for so long. Ooh, gotta get out of the house. So I'm dressed now, all thrifted out clothes. So turtleneck, which I think is originally Old Navy, but Goodwill. Madewell jeans, Goodwill. Just love shopping secondhand. Speaking of which, I do want to talk about some like home changes. So I'll come back to that. Today I am baking my desserts for Thanksgiving. So I will be making a chocolate mousse cake and a cheesecake. No easy, like, I don't know why I need to bring 2 desserts, but I'm like, oh, some people in my family like chocolate, some people don't. Some people like cheesecake, some people don't. Anyway, I'm making both, and we're gonna have like 4 pies, and I think there's only gonna be like 6 of us there this year. It's gonna be smaller than usual. So all that being said, I'm making these 2 desserts, but I want to go get a sifter because I want to sift cocoa powder over my mousse cake, but I don't have a sifter right now. And I also think like making the cake will turn out better if you sift it. I don't know. Regardless, I've been looking to get a sifter in my repertoire for a while, so I'm gonna do that. And I just need to like get some movement in after being hunched over. It is gross and disgusting and rainy outside, so going to Target is gonna be my way to get my movement in. I want to talk about the living room today, like kind of talk about like a design style change, and not that like realistically when I ask for opinions, I'm gonna do ultimately whatever I want with my home, but I like having the input. So that's what we're gonna talk about there. Tomorrow I'm seeing Wicked, so that will be, I'm gonna carpool with my sister down to New Hampshire, and then we're gonna see the movie with my mom. I think my dad and my brother are going, and maybe some family friends. I don't know. We're going with like an entire group, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I've been blasting the Wicked soundtrack, like the Broadway soundtrack, for like a week straight, and I'm so excited for the movie. But I wanted to save the movie soundtrack for when I actually see it, so that is that. We'll see what else we get up to this weekend. Maybe redecorate the house again for the 17th time. Since I've decorated for Christmas, I feel like I have decorated and redecorated numerous times. So we might add that to the list. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to add a sweatshirt on top of this turtleneck because it is a bit chilly out. Oh, somewhere in the mix, I got to wash my hair and do that kind of stuff. You gonna jump? Okay. Mr. Flay's cozied up on the couch. But let's talk about living room design. So we're talking about, I think I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but this TV stand is very old. We've had it for a very, very long time. We want to replace it with a wall-mounted one. And if you can't tell, we've rearranged the living room just for Christmas, but I think we want to leave it after that and put like a chair in the corner, maybe. We'll see. But I want to add some character into this house because obviously it's just plain white walls everywhere. So I think I want to do some type of paneling on this wall. And they make some that are like reeded, so kind of like the style of that dresser, but it would come off the wall like this much. Or if you were around for the Buxton House days, we did kind of like paneling on our ceiling in the bathroom. So maybe taking that same kind of material and doing it on the back wall. Let me know what you guys think. We're also gonna get the frame TV along with the like wall-mounted TV stand. We got a lot on our wish list for sure. As one does when you move. Like maybe some dining chairs would be nice so we don't have the computer chair out here. But anyway, my vlog is uploading, so that is great. Let's get my rain boots on and brave the weather. Okay, also gotta add getting gas to my to-do list while I'm out. Incredible. I have a 3.5 hour long crime junkie podcast. I mean, this is my dream. Anyway, just started raining, but I think Target is first step, and then I'll get gas on the way back. I'll be able to make it for sure. Anyway, we're out for a sifter and a sifter only. Mark my words. Let's go. Got the goods, skipped the line. So that hopefully this works out for what I want. We shall see. Alrighty, perfect timing, but gas is empty. Let's do that. And nice $55 fill up. But let's get home and get baking. Ate some lunch and I've got everything set up. Drinking my Olipop. So we are happy. So here is one of the recipes I'll be making, and here is the second. So this one says it takes 7 hours, so I should probably start with that one since it'll be the longest. Get out of here. But anyway, I will link these down below, and if I don't, then let me know. Oh, I have to brew coffee. 2 tablespoons, that's really not a lot. Still got my freaking 3-hour-long podcast going. Oh, and Pongo's eating the garland. Okay, I gotta wait for this stuff to get to room temperature, so I'm actually just gonna work on the chocolate cake first. I really should, I guess, go out to the store and get the Kahlua, but that's for the ganache, which goes on top. Or I can just look up the ganache recipe that doesn't have Kahlua, and it should be okay. Anyway, let's start with this. Okay, that's 134. One tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, there we go.
Didn't even know, quietly tipped me off about what the DA's office was doing behind our backs, conducting an investigation the police department was wholly unaware of. I was advised not to speak to certain witnesses and all but dissuaded from pursuing particular investigative efforts. Innocent people were not cleared, publicly or otherwise, even when it was unmistakably the right thing to do. Old child were met with refusals, and instead, the suggestion that we ask the permission of the Ramseys before proceeding. And just before conducting the Ramsey interviews, I thought it inconceivable I was being lectured on building trust. These are but a few of the many examples of why I chose to leave. Having to convince to...
Yeah, like, yes and maybe more. Yes and but why? But why? So the Ramseys have been cleared that they feel like no other suspects were investigated properly. And if you read legal depositions or watch any of the clips that have come out from them, like...
We knew JonBenét and her parents very well, and have been closely involved in the investigation as witnesses. During the past year, we have also come to know and respect Mr. Thomas, and were saddened and discouraged by his departure from the investigation. We share Mr. Thomas's view regarding the district attorney and his contention that overwhelming pressure brought to bear on the district attorney and police leadership from various quarters has thwarted the investigation and delayed justice in the case. While it is unlikely that the district attorney has been corrupted by Ramsey defense attorneys, it is certain that the district attorney and his prosecutors have been greatly influenced by their metro area district attorney advisors and by defense attorneys' chummy persuasiveness and threats to protect their careers, and also serve the conflicting interests of powerful, influential, and threatening people who have something to hide or protect, or who simply don't want to be public.
They said, quote, "We question the timing of this hearing," the state attorney said. "The grand jury will continue to court in next month. There is no good reason why Miss Arndt could not have sought publicity after the grand jury process was." So from the records that I pulled from the assessor's office, I see where the house was bought, presumably by the Ramseys in 1991 for $500,000. Her transfer happened in February of 1998 for $650,000. According to statements made to reporters, Mike Bynum says that a group of investors purchased the Ramsey house from like this Lockheed middleman thing, but they didn't purchase it under any like one person's name or person's names. Mm-hmm. I looked up the property records and then the business records. So I went and looked for 755 15th Street LLC. The company doesn't list individuals' names under its members. So instead it lists grouped these box of like tapes, and most of them are like pageant stuff or home movies, like family weddings, whatever. But actually one of those tapes appears to be of John and Patsy practicing their book promotion interviews with a media trainer, which is very normal. Like, I did media training before I went on the Today Show to talk about my book. But this is what
Foundation in John Bonet's name to honor her and to leave a legacy for her. And the profits from the book will go to the foundation. The foundation is going to focus on protecting children against predators.
I guess that's it then. I don't know, it just sort of leaves me hanging here. I mean, that's a very generous and good thing for you to do. Is it, how will you there?
In newspaper articles, and the photographs should be for family memories, not for public release. Well, and most important, when a child is murdered in this country, we need to respond with the best we have to find the killer. That does two things. It sends a message that we're not going to tolerate it. If you think about harming our children, you better think twice. And secondly, it ensures that we capture these monsters before they kill again.
I don't doubt that you have the beneficent and wonderful feelings about doing this kind of thing, but how would you go about protecting a child against being perpetrated?
I would advocate that
letter to Susan Stein, advising her of the unlawful conduct and that the use of Chief Beckner's name in such a manner must cease immediately. The BecknerBPD@hotmail.com account has been frozen by MSN Hotmail. The Boulder Police Department would like anyone receiving email messages from any reported member of the Boulder Police Department to know that official email addresses use the member's last name and first initial, followed by @bouldercolorado.gov. If you are not sure that a message is legitimate, please call the department member to confirm that they did in fact send the message. We are concerned that there could be other messages out there, reportedly from either me or other department members, that are fake in an attempt.
I've been going on for so long now, I don't even know. At least an hour from the cheesecake going in. Anyway, 3 minutes left of the cheesecake, maybe a little bit more since it doesn't look like it's done yet. But got a double boiler waiting, cake waiting to go in the oven. This is for a mousse. The chocolate cake is far more in depth than I thought it was. Kind of wish I read the recipe beforehand. But you know, here we are. All of this is all left for the chocolate cake. So, take a deep breath. It's 3 o'clock. So I've literally been doing this for hours on end. But it'll be worth it, hopefully. And I'm excited. I can't try any of it till next Thursday. But hopefully it turns out well. Alrighty. Cheesecake is out of the oven. Unfortunately, did get some cracking, but it still looks good. Hopefully it comes out as well as it looks and smells, but that's gonna sit for an hour. I think, let's see. Allow to cool on top of the oven for 10 minutes. Remove crust. Okay. Do not remove the pan though. Okay. Well, it's already cracked, so like whatever. Cool for another 1 to 2 hours. Okay. And then I can put it in the fridge. Well, that's gonna be sitting out here for the rest of the night, but the chocolate cake is now in the oven. I'm gonna start making the ganache and mousse. I have been in this kitchen for far too long. It's 4 o'clock now. Oh, you can tell it's just stiff. Anyway, finished baking everything. Only thing left to do is the ganache and like sifting some cocoa powder and powdered sugar on top, just for like, I don't know, the topping of it, I guess. But ganache can wait until the day before, whatever. Or I mean, I can maybe do it tomorrow depending if I have time. But I don't have 2 springform pans, so obviously the cheesecake was already in the springform. So the other one I'm just leaving in the tin, and you're not gonna be able to see the layers until you take it out. And I hope just everything turns out well, but we'll see. I have done so many dishes today, it's absurd. And still a headache, so I think I'm gonna take an Advil or 2. But that being said, 4 o'clock now, and I have not showered or done any of my own self-care. So I'm gonna actually send the vacuum to do the kitchen, since obviously I've made a mess since cleaning this morning. And I'm gonna hop in the shower. Nice long hot shower, and then getting into Christmas PJs. That is exactly what I need. Alrighty, just like that. 5:30, Josh is leaving work. My cheesecake is still cooling, and time for me to make dinner. I'm gonna do a rice bowl. So we're doing ground beef, and gonna make some rice. And then I already cut up carrots and cucumbers yesterday, so that'll be a pretty easy switch. But all I have to do is cook the meat and the rice, and we'll be good to go. Beautiful. Okay. There we have a nice simple rice bowl. Probably will do a little bit of mayonnaise on the side for a sauce or something, but anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Josh is starting his morning by playing football, video games. I'm going to finish my chocolate cake and make the ganache, which should be pretty easy, and then this can just sit in the fridge until Thanksgiving. But I think I showed this. This is what this is gonna look like inside the pan, but since I didn't have 2 springform pans, it is what it is with that. So let's make a ganache, and then I'll do the dusting probably later, but the ganache is pretty straightforward. Just need to heat cream and chocolate. Measured everything yesterday. There we go. Back in the fridge until Thursday. Alrighty. I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but I'm very excited, obviously. Seeing Wicked. Of course I have to wear green because I'm an alphabet girl. So I'm gonna wear this turtleneck, these jeans, both thrifted. We love that. Probably want something on top. I do have this coat, which is like the exact color as that turtleneck, that I could do on top if I was really feeling something. So maybe we'll try that on, but let's I don't want to do too much makeup because I probably will be crying during the movie. So no mascara, but maybe do some blush, a little bit of bronzer, give myself some life. But let's do that. I was actually thinking before I'm getting ready, I'm going to be watching a movie. And it's a pretty long movie, so I want to be comfortable. So like, do I actually want to go in jeans? I guess these jeans are very comfortable. I don't know. I also have this cardigan, which is mostly green, but rainbow colors. Might do that with just like a long sleeve underneath it instead. Or I could go crazy and wear that over, no. This under that. I mean, it could work, but that's a bit crazy. That's giving grandma, which like I do love a good grandma look, but I think, oh, there's a hole. Okay, well, I'm still gonna wear this. But anyway, let's try this look and then come back and accessorize and layer up after. So here's the look. I feel like the pants aren't really working for me. So if I change the bottoms and I want to change the top, so I think I am gonna wear that sweater. I don't know. I was really wanting to wear this. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try a different pair of jeans, I think. So could do this white pair. It's an idea. Or maybe like a black. I don't know. Let's try it. Oh. I have not worn these pants in a while. Do I like the black? I don't know. I feel like the black's worse. I don't know. I don't think the black is good. Okay. I take it back. The black is kind of okay, but let's try the white. White. This is giving very spring, and we're going into winter, so I'm not sure if that's quite the look I want. Let's see. It's just like very, very spring, but I need to try this because this is like the perfect color match, basically. This is kind of a look, isn't it? Ooh, I'm a different person now. I don't know. This look kind of slaps. I think this might be it, but we'll see. I don't know. Literally all but one pair of my jeans, I've ended up with one similar to what I started with, but a bit looser and a little bit bluer. So anyway, I'm done putting clothes on. So with that being said, let's put on a little blush, maybe like a little bit of mascara so I don't look dead. Anyway, I need an excuse. Like, I don't often put on makeup, so it's like, might as well do it when I'm leaving the house. So, although I need to remember, we're just sitting in a movie theater and then we're gonna get some dinner / lunch after, so it's really not that deep. But let's get ready. Bring my big black bag so I can sneak some things into the movie theater. Got my energy drink. Gonna bring my water for the car, and then I'm gonna stop at the gas station on my way and get some gummies. But anyway, let's get this outfit going. Okay. So I mentioned this already, but I'm carpooling with my sister, so might not be vlogging in the car. Time will tell. She's also hungover, so leaning towards definitely not. But we will see. Anyway, I'm not gonna wear the coat in the car because it's a bit much. But this is the look. So, okay, let's go. Well, I went the wrong way. So I'm not gonna be stopping at the gas station to get my snack. Maybe I can stop in New Hampshire anyway before we go into the theater. Okay. Anyway. Should be at my sister's boyfriend's by 10:30, and then we'll be on our way. But no, I am so like on autopilot, and I usually like typically when I leave the house to like go do something with someone, I'm going right out of the driveway, but should have gone left this time. Anyway, it's all right. It's all connected anyway, so I'm only gonna be 1 minute later than I thought I was gonna be. So I don't know why I thought I had time to go to the gas station, but I thought I was going this way, but I have to go that way. So all this to say is that no gummies for me for now. Hopefully I can sneak some in later. Quick pit stop for the snacks. A lot of options. I think I'm sticking with the usual. Okay, waiting for my sister to text me back, and then oh, maybe she get these. There's more. Better. Hello vlog. I'm obviously home and cozied up in the robe, but did not really talk much this afternoon since driving, but picked up my sister and drove down to New Hampshire, a nice 2-hour drive to see Wicked, and it was a lot better than I expected it to be. I was a little worried. Ariana Grande, like, I understand it's like her life dream to get this role, but I thought it was just gonna be weird. But after listening to Cynthia Erivo on the Armchair Expert podcast, it really like helped me enjoy it. And then listening to like other behind the scenes stuff about it, like them, like they actually were singing during the recording of the movie, really got, like, they're in a fucking harness and they're like flying around and they're like actually singing, like unreal. Anyway, all this to say is that the movie was a lot better than I expected. It was very good. And then we got Mr. Max for dinner, and I'm gonna fucking eat the shit out of mac and cheese. So it was very, very good. Josh had a great day at home, playing video games, watching football. But all that to say is, I think I'm gonna end the vlog up here. Thanks for spending this weekend with me. It was definitely a very good weekend. Definitely too much time in the car. My ass is asleep from sitting and driving. But besides that, like, all good things. Josh, you want to talk about your weekend?
The local hardware store got a new cat, and it's very sad. I also put the cars to sleep today.
Oh, they're in their binkies.
And they're biggies.
You want to give us it? You want to show us the binkies?
I can show them.
Okay, come on. Turn that on in the hallway so we can have some fun. The overhead light. Oh yeah, we've gave our Christmas gift early because we could not wait for the Christmas PJs this year. But if you don't know, Josh is likes his cars more than he likes me. Anyway, about that. Oh, turn on the light. They have matching binkies. Oh, they're so cute. Little Finn. Anyway. Oh, you put a new poster up. That's fun.
Yeah.
Cute. Yeah, this is what Josh did today. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you like it. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in a couple days for another vlog, since it is Vlogmas. So, happy December.